Factor Electronics. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be talking about the PROSUB12A. This is a 12-inch, 600-watt subwoofer that accepts line level signals, speaker level signals, 70-volt speaker level signals, and 25-volt speaker level signals as well. The PROSUB12A is not your average subwoofer. We've got some special features that I'd like to go over with you now. The cabinet is made from multi-ply birch plywood, not MDF like a lot of other subwoofers. We've also attached 6 M10 fly points to this cabinet. So this cabinet can be hung, it can be flown, it can be angled, it can shoot straight down, it can also be wall mounted. Now M10 stands for metric 10, and this is the fly bolt that would attach to the PROSUB12A. And like I said, there's 6 of them, 2 on the top and 4 on the back that allow you to mount the sub in any position you want to mount it in. The sub also has a 1 3/8" pole mount bracket, so you can actually use a pole and mount professional PA speakers on top of this sub. Also, on the front panel, we have a metal grille that's dent resistant, so that's really good for commercial applications. The driver in this subwoofer is very special. It's a 12-inch cast aluminum frame driver with a 4-inch voice coil that handles 1,000 watts. Now let's take a look at the back panel. The PROSUB12A amplifier is a 600-watt Class D amplifier. Class D is a very efficient type of amplifier to use for subwoofers. It converts over 90% of the AC energy into sound. Now let's take another look. We've got a fan, a variable speed fan on the back panel. There's inputs and outputs speaker level. And as I mentioned earlier, the speaker level can be from an 8-ohm amplifier like a home receiver. It can also be from a pro stereo amplifier, or it can come from a 70-volt or 25-volt commercial paging amplifier. And that's very important in commercial applications in bars and restaurants where you're using 70-volt speakers throughout the restaurant, but you want to augment the low end with a subwoofer. You could tuck the PROSUB12A up into a corner, up in the ceiling, feed it a speaker level signal and some AC, and voila, you have a lot of bass. Now let's take a look at some other features. We've got line level inputs, line level outputs. There's an auto on, auto off feature. There's also a variable phase which reverses the polarity of the speaker. So if the PROSUB12A is opposing or opposite to your other speakers, you can flip the polarity or phase 180 degrees. We also have a real ground lift switch on this amplifier, and what that does is if you get a ground loop or a ground differential between some of the equipment that's connected to the audio system and the PROSUB12A, you can eliminate that ground differential by lifting the ground with that switch. Moving over, we've got a continuously variable gain, and we've got a continuously variable crossover. And this crossover allows you to select a frequency below your top speakers so that the sub takes up the job of all the low frequencies, and then your upper speakers take over all the frequencies above the sub. That also works in conjunction with the auto feature. If we flip the auto switch to on, then the outputs from your speaker level and your line level will be high passed. This is also a very reliable amplifier design that's been tested over a long period of time. And what I'd like to do now is take a look at the driver. This is the PROSUB12A woofer. This is a cast aluminum frame 12-inch woofer with a pulp fiber treated cone. It's got a 115-ounce magnet structure, but the real secret to this driver is the 4-inch voice coil. The PROSUB12A cabinet and the woofer work together in concert to produce deep, low bass that will work in any installation. Thanks a lot for joining us today, and for more information on our products, please visit us at www.factorelectronics.com.